Alan, something concerns me, and that is AI. We've talked about it a lot on the show. It's going to change the movie business.
69.
Maybe in some ways for the better. Independent creators will be able to do things. Studios will be able to save money, but it's going to hurt the business in a lot of ways. It's a double-edged sword. Now, I know you're a fan of musicals.
Yes.
And you probably love the film The Wizard of Oz.
Yes, has very good songs in it. I love it.
Well, coming to the Sphere in Las Vegas is a reimagining of The Wizard of Oz in a way that I could find an article that details it. It's better to watch this video. Might get hit with this, but I want to play it for you. This is from CBS Sunday Morning News, which is a show I don't watch because I don't watch CBS or network TV. But I'm going to scrub through this. I need you to see what's about to happen to all the classic movies. It involves AI and turning films into more of an experience, something of a ride. And this is a first crack at. Watch this. We'll scrub through it. It's 8 minutes. So strap in.
Decades, we've seen it depicted in books, on screens large and small, even on stage. Now, Dorothy and friends are getting a high-tech new look. With Ben Mankiewicz, we're off to see the wizard, as you've never seen him before.
Mm-hmm.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful.
You've likely been off to see The Wizard of Oz, but never like this. On a screen larger than 4 football fields, sound from 167,000 speakers, and in 16K, the highest quality resolution ever for a film.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's an immersive experience, putting the audience inside the movie, including the twister that carries Dorothy from the Heartland to Munchkinland.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
No, Dorothy, you're in Vegas now, reimagined at Sphere, the enormous orb-shaped venue just off the Strip.
How many people you got more or less working on this?
Oh, probably 2,000.
Yeah.
Be a long credits list afterwards.
It's important to see what went into this process.
Mm.
They've not only remixed the movie, they've added parts to the movie that didn't exist off screen to make it being this enveloping. It's bigger than IMAX. It's on a sphere in 16K. Wait till they get to it.
Jim Dolan, best known as the owner of the New York Knicks and Rangers, is Sphere's creator and its CEO.
You never seen Judy Garland like this before. No. You've never seen Ray Bolger dance like this. And the connection between the audience and the performance, right, is what I'm really.
Do you see how much they've created out of thin air that wasn't on? By the way, Wizard of Oz was shot in 4:3.
Right.
Widescreen. Yeah, that's how all classic movies were 4:3, including Gone with the Wind. Okay, so let's continue.
Really looking.
Does it hurt you?
Oh, no, I just keep picking it up and putting it back in again.
Our standard on this was not to modify the film at all, but to try and bring you into the film as if you were in the studio when it was shot. That's kind of what you're going to see.
When Dolan and his collaborator, producer Jane Rosenthal, decided to bring a classic film to Sphere, they agreed on, according to the Library of Congress, the most watched movie of all time.
Everybody loves it, no matter how old you are, and or how young it makes you feel. And it was also a movie that pushed itself in terms of its technology and its vision of what it could do.
By the way, Wizard of Oz was a bomb. When it came out, originally it failed because the studio didn't know how to market it. And Wizard of Oz failed in first release.
Even with Judy Garland starring.
Yes, it was a big bomb at the time. it became big again when it was aired on television. And then it became an annual event to show the movie. That's how Wizard of Oz became popular, not at the movies. Gone with the Wind was much more popular. So let's continue. I have several points to make. I want to hear what you have to say, Alan.
Yeah.
So here we go.
For the industry. The obstacle for us wasn't that we were going to take something that we loved, that was a classic, legendary film that we both love. It was, how are you going to put it on a screen this wide? And like, how are you going to do that when you have a small, traditional frame?
Right. It was in a box.
It was in a box.
Right.
And it was also a box office failure when released in 1939. In 1956, its fortunes changed when CBS aired it on
Yeah, I just told you all this, but we'll keep watching.
TV.
Yeah, it was an annual event.
Generations have now watched it at least once a year. But turning that into this requires state-of-the-art technology, including artificial intelligence.
We wanted to make sure we captured the original details.
Ravi Rajamani is managing director of AI for Google Cloud.
We built a custom-built an AI model that understood how Judy Garland looks and then was able to generate the super resolution images of that.
So a grainy close-up of Dorothy becomes richly detailed. And then, through a process called outpainting, though it seems like magic, we see the rest of the Scarecrow, the Yellow Brick Road, and the Mountains of Oz.
Now, see, I have an app on my phone that can make me better looking. And I've pressed to the highest level the touch up my appearance on StreamYard.
Yeah, StreamYard.
As I'm sure you have as well.
Yep.
But this thing where you see the frame and none of that existed, that's kind of like if you've seen a thing called Screen X. Have you seen that, Alan?
Yes, I have.
I saw Dune Part 1 and Part 2 in Screen X. I saw Star Trek Beyond in Screen X. It's not that great. It's kind of lame, if you ask me. This seems better use of that. But imagine this was originally 4:3. Like imagine a square in the center. That's what we saw. They faked all the. You'll see you'll see the lengths they went to make this happen. Watch.
This is the original movie,
Right.
and you can see the camera panning back and forth. And then when we get to Uncle Henry's performance, you can see how we create all the variations here.
Ben Grossman is the visual effects supervisor.
In the original, nobody saw him walk over.
Nobody saw him walk over.
But on a screen this wide, Dorothy's Uncle Henry needed to stay in the picture. So AI created a brand new performance out of actor Charlie Grapewine.
So you can see that Uncle Henry's walking over and rejoining the original cinematography. Those are performances that were prompted based on the context of the script and what the director has done and what their performances would be.
That looks scary good. This is how far this can go. Okay. This is coming. And what other movies will they do this to? I guarantee Star Wars. Think of what are the iconic classic movies they could do this to. Just
Yeah.
let's
Apparently
finish.
any MGM movie so far.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Bring me a broomstick, and I'll grant your request.
It's easy to be dazzled by
That looks like a completely different performance.
Mhm.
Anyways, here we go.
all this advanced technology. But there's an old-fashioned low-tech component to this Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, they make it full 40X. They're blowing you in a tornado.
They're what?
Watch. They're blowing you
Okay.
in a tornado.
Yeah, okay, got it.
AI is not your business.
We work in the physical world here. Yeah, we are here to ensure that everybody gets a great experience of feeling like they're in the Wizard of Oz, and that includes sight, touch, sound, and smell.
Those are 4D effects. Glenn Derry is the Oscar-winning technical wizard tasked with having audiences feel Dorothy and Toto's journey to Oz.
How do you make the tornado? How do you make the audience feel the tornado?
Yeah, well, it starts with a base layers, right? So we do it in layers, kind of like an orchestration, right? We have different wind effects we're going to bring in. We're going to bring in different fog effects. We're going to bring in wind and leaves and different kinds of particulate in the atmosphere. And you kind of layer it layer by layer. So we have these big devices that are behind us called the GMIPs. They're kind of our floor base layer of wind.
Now you can definitely feel the seeds of the wind.
Yeah, definitely feel the wind now.
Yeah. And then we add to that giant fans, and it all kind of layers and layers and layers, and then eventually you get this lovely vortex of wind. And then we're going to continue to build upon that until we land in Oz. We really want the audience to feel like they're there. We want them to feel the magic of being in a place that they cannot be. And I want them to be there with all their friends and family.
Speaking of family.
So it always took her back to being a child and having that as her first starring role alone, and to know that everybody took care of her.
Lorna Luft, Judy Garland's daughter, says her mom would approve.
And I think that
her mom would approve. They're looking for her stamp of approval on this because people will object. I mean, I'm watching this news segment and thinking, like, part of me is this is wrong to do this to a classic. And then part of me is like, I kind of want to see it. I don't know what you think, Alan.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
What I think,
like a minute left.
Yeah, I'm mixed leaning toward I don't like this.
Okay.
You're not watching the movie. I feel like I think they're transforming it into a stage play in a way.
It's like what Vegas does to everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
there's no cinema in this. You know, scenes were shot to, you know, scene composition. You know, you're not in a room with people talking. You know, the camera's in certain angles to give off certain feelings and emotions to propel the story, and you've completely removed it with this. Now all the action is in the center. The camera. I'm pretty sure the camera doesn't move a whole lot while this is going on.
Yeah.
It's not cinema. It's an experience. It's a Vegas experience.
It's a ride, not a movie.
Yep.
She would really think how wonderful that this is happening, and I'm sure that she would love the audience reaction.
That's funny. Wasn't he pointing the other way?
Look at that screen. It looks kind of fake.
Yeah, it looks like they put her head in front of a background. Like
well, I mean, like you said, it's 16K, and they created so much of the screen doesn't exist. They added based on what's on the screen.
Of course, people do go both ways.
Why, you did say something, didn't you?
See that?
This Wizard of Oz opens August 28th. Jim Dolan and Jane Rosenthal are clicking their heels, hoping the reaction meets the effort.
What do you want people to take away from this when they see the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere?
There's no place like home.
Yeah.
There's no actress like Judy Garland and that performance.
Well, look, I love that, but that okay.
Yeah. A performance Lorna Luft hopes exposes new fans to her mother's singular talent.
All right, that's it. It's August 28th. It's coming. I have the website.
It starts at $100.
It's $100 for tickets.
Well, 104 is the bottom price.
That's the bottom price. Anyways, the website is thesphere.com, and you can buy tickets. It takes you to a different website. Yeah, it's $100. So it's like a concert. Wow, it's playing for a while. So I don't know. I'm curious how this will do. I'm really curious. So, Alan,
I'm curious too.
okay.
I mean,
we'll go to comments. I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think, Alan?
Yeah, not spending $100 on it. I think the thing that always comes to my mind as I was watching that was the arrogance of man to say that we can improve upon the Wizard of Oz.
Right.
And I think that's dangerous. Just because you been given permission doesn't mean you necessarily should do this. But I can't imagine that this is the future of cinema. I believe that this is an experience.
Alan, this is the future of cinema.
Oh.
What are we doing? Wait, look at the way movies like premium theaters like IMAX, Dolby Digital, they've even introduced what is it? XL is a new screen that AMC has introduced. The future is spectacle. You know why? Fewer and fewer people are going to the movies. Put the numbers aside. Numbers are all BS because of inflation. That's why the number one movie, it's bigger than this movie. It's BS. The way they report box office is a lie.
Yeah.
It should be all about number of people who saw your movie, admissions.
Tickets sold.
It's one of the only things the French get right because they count admissions, not dollars, because dollars change over time with inflation. So I don't know. I'm mixed because out of morbid curiosity, I want to see this and I'll probably hate it.
Yeah, maybe there are press screenings and we can go.
You know what, Alan? Let's go to Vegas and we'll see it, and we will give you our honest review.
Yeah, because we have nothing but great experiences when we go to Vegas.
Yes, nothing. Yeah, we do.
Nothing bad ever happens in Vegas.